Hey everybody, welcome. We're going to jump into a traditional draft, Theros Beyond Death. It's a best of 3. We're only going to do the draft portion right now. I'm treating this like it's going to be a YouTube video, but honestly, I'm not even sure it's going to be. Is this on? Are you watching on YouTube? Hey, it turned out this was a YouTube video. If it is, it means we probably decided to then play the matches on another day, and part 2 should be up with the matches, but part 1 here is going to be the draft only. And if we don't include the matches, but I put this on YouTube, I'll try to make that clear in the notes that there's no match play here. But we are definitely going to get in and draft here. But before I do, I'm going to thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom. CardKingdom.com is where you can go for all of your physical Magic needs. Everything you could need for your paper game can be found at CardKingdom.com, whether it's singles, sealed product, or supplies. And if you want to go through my affiliate link down below in the panels, you know that that helps out my stream, right? Because then they know that you heard this message and you came there from here, and they're like, hey, we like Ryan. They hear his message and they come to us. And so then they give me more money to continue streaming, and it's win-win-win-win-win, and we all play lots of Magic, right? So help out the stream. Go check out Card Kingdom. They're going to take care of you. I love them, and I thank them for their ongoing sponsorship here. Let's jump in. Wow, Labyrinth is following us around right now. This is not our primary free-to-play account, so we are not collection building or rare drafting. We are taking pure pick for power, which still might be the Labyrinth. Keeps us wide open, and nothing here is leaping out as like significantly better. The Heliod's, oh sorry, I'm in your way. I'm not looking at chat, but I'm sure a bunch of you are yelling at me. Here we go. Labyrinth is the rare we got, and I'm thinking we're going to take it because I don't see anything else here that even comes close. Like Heliod's Pilgrim is a nice enabler, and Ichthy is proving to be solid removal, and Favorite has done some work, but nothing that jumps out at me over Labyrinth. Nice uncommon leap into the mind here and drag to the underworld. We have noted that the colors we find most available and deepest are black and green. This is kind of setting that up. Look at this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 solidly playable to great black cards and 1 good green card. This isn't very good, but we're going to take the drag, and it's a drag that we're passing all these other black cards, but this drag is too good. These are the things we can get any number of that we want. It's like, seems like every one of my deck has 7 Skola Grove Dancers to choose from, which isn't, you know, it's a solid bear. It's an upside bear that's fine, right? Then we've got Mogus's Favor to continue on the black path. There's Omen for a nice piece of removal from red. I did have one good red-black sack deck going early on in the format that we could go for again. Commanding Presence is a high-risk, high-gain aura in that it doesn't draw a card or anything. You know, you can 2-for-1 you if it gets hit early. But I'm going to go with Omen of the Forge. And I'm going to, because maybe we'll do something a little different. Like, maybe. This is just a great removal spell. So, whoa, a lot of red here. So maybe we're doing the right thing. This isn't great. This is fine. Upside 4/2 for 3, although downside / upside on the enchantment thing. Ragehound has been solid for me when I've been in red. Oracle might be better 2-drop though. I don't think I like this saga. It telegraphs itself way too much. So then I think I'm on 2 drops, and so that makes me want Oracle or Hound. I think I'll pull this one. We got Oracle. Oracle or Hound is going to be the choice. Yeah, Exile clause on Oracle, no joke. The rebuy clause on Underworld Ragehound, no joke. The attack each combat if able is a real downside, but it is most mitigated in black-red decks, and so Oh, you want the Manticore? I don't know. I'd rather have a 2. Hodge thinks it's Manticore, not close, but I'll see if there's any other. We got Timnos on Manticore and Hodge. Why not Manticore? It's 3 mana and trades down. I mean, it can trade up too, but it trades down too often. Did people misspell Oracle? Did I misspell Oracle? Fraud wants the Manticore. Why do you think... yeah, I don't know. This is okay. I guess the pinging is pretty relevant. Can be relevant. Well, we're not black-red yet. We just have 1 drag to the underworld. Oh, okay, fine. Look, I'll rerun the poll. Because there was some weirdness anyway. Oracle, Hound, Manticore. I guess I haven't been too impressed when I faced this Manticore, and I like my 2 drops, but we'll give people a chance to push us to the Manticore if you all think it's correct. Now everyone's all about the Manticore. All right, well, I'll take it. Prove me wrong, everybody. Here's an Oracle we can grab. We could grab Hero if we wanted to hedge towards red-white and not worry about the drag. Is this even worth it? It enters, creating an extra dude, and then you target it and your dudes get +1. Yeah, let's just go Oracle. Final Flare to stick red. Temple Thief to add to the black possibility. Chimera to just say forget black. And let's think about... We can also do Naiad to support Dreamstalker. This is an interesting pick. A lot going on here. But yeah, I think Final Flare probably makes sense. It's playable, and we're clearly pretty red. I'm going to take the Final Flare on color density grounds. We could take a generically playable Chariot. One thing I do like about Chariot in red decks, we had Chariot in our red deck before, and we did use the Hound to crew the Chariot just to prevent the Hound from suicide attacking. You've liked Thief a lot. I found Thief to be whatever filler. But you need your whatever filler. The thing is, Chariot can go in a little more decks, I think. Yeah, Satyr tokens is another thing they can do. I'm going to take the Chariot. Wow, another Hero. Now I think we have to take... Oh, this is an interesting pick. Because we got Hero, we've got Stampede Rider, which is kind of whatever. We have Temple Thief. Only the 1 drag. Here's another thing. The drag pack was just loaded with good black. Loaded with good black. It's probably true that several bots downstream ended up in black because they would have taken those taken the black cards out of the drag pack. And so I'm going to go ahead and take Hero and hedge towards Boros, which I've not done much of, but here we are. All right, now we get Favored. Shall take over Leonin. This Omen would be fine, but yeah, the white's been going around, so let's give it a try. Let's try to listen. Wow, I'm gonna try and listen all right. Look at this. But we got also a lot of black. I think we take Omen number 2 over Hound number 1. Not 100% of that one, but that's what I went with. This is looking good for us as well. It's funny, when all of you were calling for Manticore, I thought you were talking about this. And I was like, how can you justify this aura over one of the playable 2s? But this is actually a real pick for us now. We're pretty low on 2s. Probably just need to grab the Pride. I don't know about that high contrast. I don't think that's enough to put it over the edge of drag. All right, let's go. Let's fill out our 2s here. If we're going to be Boros, we need to not mess around on 2s. Thrill is not what I mean by not messing around on 2, although it is a spell for their turn. And I think we're done with black, so I'm going to take the Thrill. Ugh. Here comes Insano Black Rare. Ready? No, I don't know if it's in. Oh yeah, we had this. We had a 5-win draft around Satyrs, and maybe we even take it. Well, let's see what else is here. There might be enough going on. Infuriate's pretty good. This is gonna wheel. Maybe we do. You want Final Death? I don't think we're black anymore, Mama. We could be, though. Maybe we're not white yet. Maybe Mama's right and we just take the Final Death in case. I don't think we're here, though. So, and I'm not really happy with anything else going on here. That might not even be the splash. I think we're not locked into white or black yet. So yeah, let's take Final Death and try and listen. We don't know how much passing all that awesome black actually impacted the bots downstream. Obviously, this tells us nothing. It's pick 1, but I'm expecting black to be cut. We'll see. We get a punishment, which is really decent in Boros aggro because they're not going to have enough time to shrug off the punishment. This is here. Let me adjust what account we're using in the info. This is the paid account actually, so we don't need to worry about collection building or gem drafting. Not on this account. This is purely about getting some extra limited in with whatever cards we want to use. All right, take that. Dreadful Apathy, more good aggro enablers, and some decent stuff we could wheel. Wouldn't mind wheeling a Blessing or an Oracle or a Bearers here. Commanding Presence. Yeah, let's take the Presence. A little high risk, but we're Boros. Of course we're high risk. I don't like the double white given the Boros. I do like the Sentinel's Eyes, though. I think we take that. We could take Wayfarer. Is this good enough in aggro? I still think we just want Eyes over Pious. I think this is like... All right, well, it's true. Maybe if there's a need for the low creatures... We are pretty low on cheap creatures. I'll take it for that, but I'm not happy with this card. Eyes are great, but you know what's great in Boros? Actually casting creatures in the early game. If you don't, you're in such trouble. And right now, we don't have much going on there, so I agree that despite it being worse in a vacuum, it's what we need more. Here, I'm going to just go with the Pegasus. Not amazing, but also if we assume we're not doing this anymore, we're also not very full at 4. Here's a wrap we could pick up, but Impending Doom is really what we want to do, right? Triggers the heroic stuff, high risk, but, you know, kill it or die type card. It should. Historically it has. Is Cardboard Live working for people? Let me try restarting it. right, I restarted. Let me know how that goes. Wrap does trigger heroic in some sneaky ways. Flicker seems good though. Flickering, one thing you can do that we haven't done on stream yet that I've been itching to try is flicker something like Commanding Presence or Impending Doom mid-combat, put it on a different creature, and win combat out of the blue. Infuriate might even be better, but I'm going to be a sucker for the Trixie card here. Envoy, maybe better than the Leonin here. Dawn Evangel, hard to use, but maybe we're in a place where we can. This is a tough card to pull off. Whereas Leonin just kind of is what we need on 2. I think we just need a 2-drop creature here. And do we want to go for the skies? Can we do, if we do this, this can carry the Impending Doom or the Commanding Presence. So I'm going to go with the Envoy. Here's a Wrap in Flames, but I want a Revelers, I think, more than a Wrap right now. Like, we just want, like, 1 Wrap, and they go wildly late. So I'm going to take Revelers, probably for the board, and then look for a Wrap later. Blessing came back. I think we take Blessing over the Bearers. In fact, I'm sure of it. Again, this is a critical card. In fact, I want 1, maybe even 2 more to protect our Aura'd Up creatures. Hey, Sentinel's Eyes came back. Great. And another Thrill. Not thrilled with that, but, you know, playable in some respects. Take the Celebrant over another Apathy. This slots in at 2, which is what we're looking for. Try and wheel this Envoy or this hero. Yeah. I just like, yeah. If I'm off the air by 12:15, we're good. So don't worry, we're fine. But I'll keep it up here. Let's take the Celebrant and keep going. Hey, nice. Aggro red rare. We will absolutely take that. I wouldn't mind a Heliod's Pilgrim. We have the targets for it, but this is great. Tactics I actually like better than this hero. This has been really underwhelming to me, but this is just good. This is a way to close out games. Yeah. Tactics might wheel, you're right. We could try for the wheel. You like this hero? Really? Maybe I just haven't played enough red. Oh, and it's a total flavor fail, such that when Robert Schuster was around, who works in Wizards R&D, I asked him to find out if this was a design change late. Usually when a card has a mechanical mismatch with the art, it's because the mechanics changed late in the process. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to mess around. I'm taking the tactics. I really want to make sure we end up with one. Destiny Spinner's so good, but we're just not there. Second Sentinel's Eyes, first Trickster, first Sentry, or Vault Progress are basically our options here. He did not. He was unable to find out for sure, but I feel pretty sure that that like they just don't make mistakes like that. That's not a mistake that gets made. It's not a mistake that gets made. It's a design choice that gets made to say we need to adjust this, and there's going to be an art mismatch, and we're going to go with that. Yeah, Sentry can be good out of the board, but I bet we wheel it. Although it seems like we're going to wheel the eyes too. But I'll take this and we'll wheel it. Probably we'll wheel the 3/5. I bet. Another Wayfinder. I think we'll do it. We're kind of getting into this mode where this might be enough good to run a couple. If he came with 2 friends, I would like it more. Yeah, I don't even think he's unplayable. I just wanted a tactics more. And maybe even a second tactics. Although we're pack 3, this could be our... See, I like tactics better than rap, even though rap can trigger some heroic. Yeah, let's look at 2s, because we might need another Leonin. Let's move that out of the way. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6. We only have 4 that we're like super psyched to play. Plus we have 2 Pious Wayfarers, but I'll go with the, I think we need another low drop. So yeah, I'm going to take... Yeah, I might take Rap over second tactics, but I'm taking a 5th 2-drop over anything here. I think we're a Liar deck. We're not taking a 3rd Eyes anyway, so let's take this Liar. I don't want a Stampede Rider either. Sure, Nantuko. I bet if you went to Ham and said, what if I have a Phalanx Tactics instead, he'd be like, yeah, that's fine too. Let's look at our curve. I don't think we want a 5-drop in here at all. We just want a final flare. Well, look at where our deck is going. We have a handful of 4s. We're going to make this a 16 lander and just skip on 5s. Yeah, I think it's final flare, but you could make an argument for more creatures. Let's take this, though. All right, got a lot of our 2s back. Which 2 do we want? I'm going to pull this one. And we do want a 2. I don't want the Dawn Evangel. I'm going to go with Hero, Transcendent, or... Oh, we're not on Oriad, so it's Hero or Transcendent. We have 1 Transcendent already. We have 0 heroes. Envoy is sick combos with our things like Impending Doom and our Commanding Presence. Hero is a sick combo with our Tactics, you know. Seems pretty close. Yeah, turn 3 Commanding Presence is a beating. I'll go with Hero. I think we want that. And here's a Revelers or another Sentry. Do we get a Sentry? You thought that was going to wheel. We do have the 1 Revelers, but I'm trying not to play 5, so I'm going to take another Revelers that we might bring in. Try to skip 5s altogether here. Although we could, I guess we'll take one. Do we want this right? Are we ever doing this? Like we have some 4 power. Where is it? We got this dude, but that's like it. So I'm going to take a Sentry here in case we just decide we do need to, yeah, I'll take 2 of these, and then now we have a nice plan if we decide that a 3/6 on the ground is really somehow what we need to get it done, but I just feel like if we're worrying about how we're defending against big ground creatures, we're already dead. Hey, we got one anyway. Look at that. I knew that was going to happen. Now, this is some tough cuts, but we can do it. Wow, we only have 13 creatures. Again, I said, like, you just end up low on creatures in this, and this is bad. A bad place to end up low on creatures. So let's pull our non-creatures over here. Actually, let me get into deck building, and then I'm gonna pull our non-creatures over here, and we got some choices to figure out. Definitely one final flare can go, if not both. Flicker. I'm just gonna make 2 columns now. I think we cut the thrills. We have 2 omens, tactics, and a punishment. All right, so we have this huge heaping pile of non-creatures that we gotta whittle away 5 cards from. Oh yeah, 4 cards from. And I think we don't bother with the Labyrinth. At 16 land, I really want them all to tap for color. Oh wait, we can cut 2? There we go. That's what I meant to do. So we're cutting 4. Okay, so now what else? What is essential? I'm not cutting a blessing. We need that. I am not cutting Dreadful Apathy. It's removal. I am not cutting Impending Doom or Commanding Presence because augmenting our creatures is part of what we're trying to accomplish here. Phalanx Tactics is a big finish. Omen of the Forge, too good as removal to not play. I think Heliod's Punishment also has to be played on that front. I think we cut a second final flare. Yeah, Liar might actually be too slow for us here, but once you do dump your hand, then the Liar doing its double thing, even at 4 mana a turn, is actually pretty good. I think we cut 1 Eyes. I think you're right on the 1 Eyes, but let's keep 1. And maybe we have to cut the Chariot because we are low on creatures. Maybe we bring it in if we think Chariot's going to do some work for us. I guess I have to cut Flicker. I've been dragging my feet on cutting Flicker because I really want to do fun stuff with it. But we can board it in if we think flickering them is good. I think that's a reasonable position to take. Take it out until we see that it's good on our stuff and their stuff. Wrap, it combines with our tactics to be kind of 2 closeout cards. Does what stop blocking? Yeah. That's the point of it. It's a cast and win the game card. Yeah, exactly. Flicker is strong for token removal and aura removal, and we'll bring it in when that's the case, right? So then I think I like this. Could go 9/7, but we do have double red on Phoenix, so we're gonna go 8/8. And we're going to call this what? 4-hour deck. I'm calling it a 4-hour deck because this one's so fast we can finish the event in 4 hours. You wanted the Phoenix as art, right? Yeah, it's a speed run for this format. Dirty Digits asks, how do you know when to use 16, 17 land? I like, Ben S had a nice heuristic for a starting point on 16 lands, which is you can run 16 lands if your deck can operate successfully for a while on 3 mana. So that's a good rule of thumb. Yeah, that's then I pulled that from Ben, which I thought was a really good one. And one of my other things is, where does the curve stop? And if the curve stops at a handful of 4s, then you generally can, especially if there's not a lot of mana sinks. In Eldraine, I would have a deck that looked like this, and I'd still run 17 land, but just because, a good half of my creatures literally were adventure creatures that effectively, even though they were a 2-drop, from a mana usage perspective, were like 5-drops, right? So that's another thing to consider, not just where your top end ends, but are you doing stuff on activated abilities with your mana? So that is how I approach the 16-17 decision. And actually, this is although, it looks like I have a new friend to add. I'll add anybody who reaches out to become my friend, and we'll see where it goes from there. Anyway, I'm actually going to switch to, going to capture a screen of this lovely beast. Do you guys want me to wait? Should we play this tomorrow? Oh yeah, you missed it, D. I picked up my wife from the airport on Monday night and drove her to her office because she had her car there, and then we drove on the way home, and we were, you know, classically like we were side by side, right? We were driving together home in 2 different cars, and then and then suddenly she's not near me anymore. I'm like, where'd she go? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I lost her, and I go home, and then she didn't show up right away. And I'm like, what's going on? And so finally, I was like, well, maybe I'd better check my phone. I checked my text. After we lost each other, she somehow double hit a pothole and blew two tires on her car on the same pothole. Yeah. So I'm going to go and wait at my car wait at my wife's car for the tow, and then go to the tire shop and get this situation sorted out. And I've got a tax deadline with the state at tomorrow, so I'm going to be doing that as well. Anyway, yeah, she was trying to do some crazy maneuvering or something. I don't know. All right, I'll hold on this. I'm probably going to be too busy today to do any playing anyway, so we'll hit done on this deck. I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube for right now, but check the notes, YouTube. We'll play this tomorrow and see how it goes, and there should be a follow-up video to accompany with the gameplay. All right? All right. Thanks. See ya, YouTube.